Oh boy, this should be interesting and illegal. Look, completely illegal from what this thing is. Woo! Tell you what though, it's got a story behind it. I think people need to hear it. And make sure they know for what all I know. Here we go. Let me sit down. Shout out Chicago, folks. What's that? The Johnny D. Long, and I'm right next door to the Hobo Depot. What have I got in my hand today? Okay, I got it. I got to take my glasses off because I don't think people understand what I'm about to say about this bass. First of all, it's called a Paul Reed Smith. This is a 1987, 86, 87. Absolutely beautiful. Neck through, or set neck, as you want to call it. Let's take a look at it up close. She's absolutely beautiful. I wish I could say more about it, but I can't. She's just absolutely beautiful. That is called a dummy coil. Now, let's talk a little bit about this bass, this particular bass. I'm in Richmond, Virginia, okay? And I lived on Southside, right off Hopkins Road in the late 80s. I had just got to Richmond and I was experimenting Richmond at its finest. Okay, so my apartment was basically on Southside. There was a store called Don Grubbs. And Don Grubbs back in that time was the store, as far as I know, on Southside. There were many other stores, right? But on Southside, it was Don Grub. Excuse me. Now, I visited this store a lot because it wasn't far from my apartment. I had a tendency to run up against a guy that one day, kind of nerdy looking dude. He was nerdy looking, man. And he came in the store and he had one of these. And he was demoing, he was talking about it and demoing, why Don let him come in and do that. I didn't know who he was, from a Man in the Moon, and I never seen a Man in the Moon, as far as I know. And so he started demoing a bass like this, all right? Now, as he was demoing, it did nothing for me, nothing. During that time, it was Music Man, Fender Jazzes, and I think the 5-string began to make a lot of noise. But this particular bass caught my eye. It caught my eye. Don't get me wrong. It caught my eye. Even when he was playing it, it caught my eye. He let us touch it, stuff like that. And he was new out of Maryland. So, like I said, he was a nerdy looking dude, glasses, black hair, slim, skinny, and brilliant at the same time. This particular bass has history. What's the history on this bass? History on this bass is, basically, this was the bass that was in Don Grub. Was it the same bass I touched? I'm going to say it could be. It could possibly be the same bass I touched that day in Don Grub. I know the history of this bass, and from where it came from, a friend of mine, he was saying he tracked it down and it was in Don Grub and he got it, and now I have it in the shop. So, let's talk about this bass a little bit. It has 3 pickups, all right? Has a pickup right at the end of the neck, one in the sweet spot, and one right back in the 70s position. It almost looked like it's in the 60s position. And on the back of it, it has a dummy coil. Now, I'll open up the back of this bass because it's in the shop. So I opened up the back of the bass, and from the early 1980s, this guy had to be beyond a genius, because I didn't even, in 1980, I didn't even think like this. I mean, the rotary switch, and what you have is you have a volume, excuse me, a volume, and then you have a rotary switch that rotary every one of these pickups, and a dummy coil, and you have bass and treble, and right here you have an on and off preamp switch. What is it about this particular bass that caught my eye? Well, the shape was one thing. It wasn't the standard Fender shape, wasn't the standard Gibson shape, wasn't the standard Ibanez shape, wasn't the standard any shape. And then the 3 pickups, caught my attention anyway, because I always liked 3 pickups. I wanted to try it. But during that time, money was not available. So, going through this bass, I've learned so many things about it. Is it the type of bass that every player should have? I think it's the type of bass that every player should experience. To say have, that's kind of far out there. All right, it took me years to even get the concept of what Paul Reed Smith was actually doing. All right, turning the thing on. We're gonna start all the way to the back. Let's turn it with this. Let's try with the preamp off. With the preamp off, I tried to go online to actually find out what's going on with this rotary switch. So what I'm going to do to be on this side, I'm just going to turn it. We're going to hear noise. We're going to figure out where everything is. So at the counterclockwise, we're starting at number 1. I'm sounding like the rear to me. Then number 2. That sounds like these 2. 3. still be wrong. I mean, so if I'm wrong, I'm still going through it. Look, I'm still gonna go through it. Then number 4. Now that to me sounds like this pickup right here, front pickup. Then number 5. That could be these two right here. I don't know. Could be. And that's the last. Now, let's talk about the quality of this bass. Unbeatable. That kid during that time was way ahead of his time. And he was doing things that was unspoken of. Olympic had already started with electronics and stuff like that, and the 3 pickup thing. But this kid, this little skinny kid, actually was ahead of his time. There are some things that I would love to change about this whole bass. And what would that be? The saddles on the bridge. That's it. That's it. The saddles on the bridge. I think they need to be smaller so that the bass can come down because it's a neck through. But that's just my opinion. Now, as far as the quality of this bass, unbelievable. As far as the sound of this bass, unbelievable. I'm coming through my Tone Monster 500 head, and I'm coming through my BBC cab. Now let me check my tuning one more time, because I don't want you guys to be crazy. Now, the BBC cab has an opportunity to give me what this bass sounds like. So if I didn't like this bass, the BBC cab gonna tell me it's your choice whether you want to like it or not. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to spit out what it sounds like. So let's go through the bass in active mode. Everything is off on active mode. Ask me about the playability. Fast neck, very fast. Very fast. Next setting. Next setting. Next setting. Okay. Now let's dial in some treble. Let's dial in treble like it doesn't have a detent, so you have to find it in the middle. Start at the beginning again. Okay, next setting. You know what it sounds like to me? Some of the settings sounds like a EB, and it spits out a little bit of the Rickenbacker. Just cleaner. All right. So let's go to the next setting. And this sounds like a double P Fender P bass, a double P, but cleaner. Next setting. That to me sounds like a Rickenbacker. All right, has that Rick sound, but cleaner. A lot more bottom happy. Okay, last setting. That sounds to me like a more of a Gibson kind of feel. No, more wow, I'm getting stung. I'm stung. It's nailing every bass that's out there. All right, so let's go with bass at D10. It can nail that jockle really well. Next setting. We already know right now that Gary Granger is playing the Paul Reed Smith. He's not playing an old one like this one. He's playing one of the newer ones. Next setting. That is a most. That's my setting right there. That's my setting. Next setting. Look, you can have your own setting. I just want mine. That's that Rickenbacker right there, son. And it's clean. Next setting. We're going to dial in a little bit more trouble. Let's go to the 3/4 thing. We're going back this time. One more time. That's my setting. All right, so let's go with bass 3/4. Oh, no, let's go all the way. So everything is wide open. Second setting. I like this setting. That's that Rick Yeah. So if I had a certain sound that I want to get with, I would say probably close to my setting. Probably a little close to my setting. That's that Olympic kind of sound. I turn most of the bass off, y'all. Watch this. I'm just going through the settings now. Wow. Wow. Y'all have no idea how much booty is coming out of that cab from this bass. Wow. And just think, from Southside to probably all across the world, back to West End. She's now at the West End again, back in my hands. Like I said, is this the exact bass that I had in 1980? Could be. Could be. Now, the neck on this thing is absolutely beautiful. The whole bass is beautiful. That dummy coil in the back is working well. 1 9-volt battery, no push-pull, and none of that happening. Nope. It was simple. It was simple. And I just want to say thank you, Paul Reed Smith. Sorry it took so long to get one, but revolution goes around. And so, thank you once again, Paul Reed Smith. What an amazing builder. Once again, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming by the Hobo Depot, checking out my videos. Look, all my videos. I'm getting new subscribers every day. People are calling me and asking me questions and teaching me stuff. I'm never too old to learn. Now, once again, I want to say thank you guys for subscribing. Please subscribe. Please like. Please hit that button at the bottom. Please keep praying for me and the Hobo Depot shop, and definitely my family. We're keeping you guys in prayer every day. Every day. This COVID thing is real. For anybody who think it ain't real, it's real. It's real. It had hit my home, and my queen and I both are going through it. So once again, guys, by next Wednesday we should be fine. But guys, listen, this thing is real. This thing is real. Get tested. This thing is real. Please keep praying for us, y'all, because we need all the prayer. You can definitely hover up. And if you one of the person that can bend God's ear, definitely pray for us every day, because we definitely need it. Once again, shout out Kaka, folks. I don't know where Hootie is. I think he's in the building. It's too hot for him out here, so he won't come out. Look, he won't even come out to play. I don't know why, because it's beautiful out here in Richmond, Virginia. Once again, guys, shout out Kaka. Oh, the CD will be out May 1st. So you guys can start hitting me up to get your copy. You can just hit me up on BOOTJAK, the number 7 at yahoo.com. BOOTJAK, the number 7 at yahoo.com. And you can get your hard copy May 1st. And t-shirts. T-shirts, the Hobo Depot t-shirts are coming out. So you can get a Hobo Depot, I said Hobo Depot. You can get a Hobo Depot t-shirt and a CD for one price. So guys, when they get here, you, in fact, if you smart, you start hitting me up right now and say, hey, I need a CD and t-shirt combination, or I just need a CD. Either or, guys, please order. Please order. Start ordering right now, because May 1st is right down the street. In fact, it's almost the end of this week. All right, so here we go. Once again, shout out Kaka, folks. Peace.